Welcome back everyone to the channel, and we have to talk about some quite impressive stuff, starting off with this one. Now, these impressive monoliths, which are effectively burned down or melted buildings, they are in the Karnataka district in India. Scientists say that these impressive monoliths just sprouted out of thin air from the ground because, why not, right? Now, there are many problems with these ancient objects, and especially it's because they, as you can see in the pictures, they are just literally in the middle of nowhere, and they are effectively melted temples, melted buildings. You can see it clearly that a high intensity melting weapon was used to effectively destroy the entire building and melt it literally to the ground. Just look at it and just think for a second. I mean, this is as melting as it can become in terms of technology, which can just destroy completely a building. Here is a wide angle of this one. As you can see it in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nowhere. Like, you can clearly see this, like two pieces of stone just here, there's nothing there, there's no mountains, there's no volcano, just these two melted buildings, guys. So the question is following: who melted them? What was the purpose of melting them? What technology did they use to melt these buildings? And was it because these particular buildings had certain technology, power, or importance, which was effectively a problem for the other party, which had the technology to destroy these buildings and completely melt them to the ground? I have a theory, and that is that underground, under this area, most likely, there is a great cave system which spans potentially kilometers of other buildings which are completely underneath and hold many secrets, guys. Remember, history is not as it seems, and this one is a perfect example, as in literally amazing example, how we are literally looking in front of us of ancient melted buildings, which was only possible with a high intensity laser, which would literally destroy everything in front of it. Quite impressive, isn't it? Quite impressive, guys. This one also is quite shocking. We have a comparison of the Chicago Wall Fair 1893 and now the Chicago Wall Fair site 2023. Do you see the difference? Well, yeah, they basically destroyed the entire area. The only thing that lasted was just the statue. That is literally it. Everything else, all the palaces, all the buildings, this massive lake, everything was completely destroyed. Why would you do such a thing? In today's age, right now, 2020s, alright, 2022, 3, 4, 4, 5, doesn't matter. If you do this, you are literally committing a crime. You cannot do that. It's impossible. Like, you cannot just overthrow and destroy all the buildings. You will literally go to jail. So why were they allowed to do it back then? Just like that, after literally years of effort of creating these amazing buildings. Doesn't it sound like there's something behind the scenes here, something going wrong here? And especially we're trying to hide something very important, the technology of the old reset world. This is what they were trying to hide, and it's so obvious. It just pains me to see the truth that literally they've erased our history in such a brute way. It's just heartbreaking, to be honest. I mean, this is just crazy, guys. Just look at this comparison. Absolutely incredible. Looking at our past, also the pineal gland. This is one of the most targeted parts of our brain, which is in literally every single ancient culture. The pineal gland is the core of the human consciousness and the human consciousness of being able to be awake. So this is why they keep targeting us, because if they control the pineal gland, if they dominate it, then effectively humanity is like a slave. This is exactly why it's shown in every ancient culture, even in current modern cultures, right? Catholicism, they know about this thing. They know that the pineal gland, obviously represented as a pine, but it's not a pine, is basically inside your brain. This is effectively one of the most important parts of your brain because it literally drives forward independence, imagination, and especially awakening, guys. This is why it's important for your pineal gland to be as awake as physically possible. Quite shocking, guys. This is incredible. But yeah, this is the truth. You can see it literally in front of you. Now, I want to finish this video with this presentation from Michio Kaku, who effectively again destroys preconceived, theory of gravity, which actually never even existed. Let's just hear him out for a second because this is just brilliant.
First of all, we have the theory of gravity. Gravity keeps you on this floor. Gravity attracts everything around its vicinity to create gravity around the Earth. Or, as we say in our astronomy courses, when we teach our kids, gravity sucks. Gravity sucks evenly. It pulls everything to the center. But then Einstein gave us a different picture. Gravity doesn't suck at all. We tell our students, we lied to you. Gravity does not pull you to the floor. Space pushes you down.
So effectively everything that we learn about, and even now in books we talk about the theory of the gravity, the gravitational pull, that everything is pulled to the center of the earth. It's all fake, guys, and they know this. Especially they know this because effectively they know that the earth is not really the globe they talk about. And even scientists know that. Now they came up with a different goofy theory, which is that basically it's space that is pushing you down, not the earth. It's the pressure from space which is pushing things down from every corner, and because of that we are where we are. It's just some bizarre, weird, nonsense theories, but somehow people actually believe them. Okay, this is impressive.
Why are you sitting in your chair today? Does gravity pull you to the floor? No, there is no such thing as gravitational pull. We lied to you.
So yes, there is no such thing as a gravitational pull because gravity never existed. What exists is density in bodies, and that's why some things are lower than others, some things float, some things can't float, because of the difference in density. That is the only reason why things are how they are on Earth. And that leads me to this next thing, which is just quite impressive. Remember that when the first person who went to the outer space with the capsule, Dr. Auguste Piccard, 1931, he said it with his own words. It seemed a flat disk with an upturned edge. Let me just return that to you again. This is really important. It seems like a flat disk with a upturned edge. I'll leave this for you guys. Of course, everyone can make their own conclusions about how Earth is, how our society is, how everything is. My job here is just to kind of awaken your consciousness and bring you the information so you can effectively analyze by yourself and reach, of course, your own conclusions. Guys, see you later in the next upload.